If you watched the first video in this series, you know I'm a big fan of long-term marketing strategies that rely on building meaningful connections with people and creating a network of supporters invested in your success. Yeah, but what if I don't have time for all that? Greetings, Miskatonic Repository. Heinrich Moore here, continuing our quest to make sales numbers go up. Today we're talking about 3 common marketing techniques: self-promotion, discounts, and bundles. Now, each of these is pretty self-explanatory, and they're all things you should do as part of your marketing, so let's go through them. First, whenever you publish your scenario, you should self-promote. What does that mean? Well, it means you're going to go on all the Facebook groups and all the Discord groups and all the Reddit groups and announce that you have a new scenario. You'll type up some text and you'll copy and paste it to each group. You'll tag people who helped you with your project, your editors, proofreaders, playtesters, so that their friends see it as well. I'll put a list of all the different groups I like to advertise to in the doobly-doo, except for Reddit groups because I don't understand Reddit. But self-promotion isn't just for the scenario's release. Periodically, you'll want to go back for more. Did you just get an awesome review? Pick out some key quotes and post about it. Did your drive-thru scenario reach copper, silver, or another new metal tier? Time to thank the community for their support and post about it. You don't want to do this too often, of course. No more than once every 1 to 4 months, depending on how long your scenario has been out. Next, let's talk about discounts. Once your scenario has been out a while, maybe 6 months, consider posting a discount to it. Somewhere between 25 to 50% off tends to be a good number. You could also consider an early release discount, say during the first 2 weeks of your scenario being available, maybe 10%. The numbers here are really yours to play with. Third, you can participate in a bundle where several scenarios are grouped together and discounted. Find a few other creators and bundle your products together, or just bundle your own scenarios together and offer a discount. Again, the amount of the discount varies, but around 20% is common, or whatever discount is necessary to make the bundle cost a nice round number, like $5 or $10. Now, if self-promotion, discounts, and bundles are all you do, you are going to achieve something, probably, but maybe not. The fact is that whether individually or collectively, all these approaches in themselves just aren't likely to produce significant sales. Why? Well, because they all assume there are people who already want to buy your scenario in the first place. That's not a safe assumption to make. New scenarios hit the Miskatonic repository every single day, and there are folks posting about their scenarios and offering discounts all the time. Too much self-promotion also puts you at risk of turning people away from your product just because you've asked them too many times and now they don't want to see it anymore. Discounts don't mean anything in and of themselves. I don't care how cheap something is if I don't want it anyway. For the same reason, I'm not going to pick it up just because it's in a bundle. For any of these marketing techniques to work well, you need to contextualize what you're doing, why you're doing it, and for whom you are doing it. I know. I want a quick and easy solution also, but stick with me, it's not that bad. Let's take self-promotion. Telling folks you have a new scenario is not enough. You need to tell them why they want it. You need to tell them what's cool about it. That could mean sharing an attention grabber, explaining how the scenario fills a particular need, or how it caters to a certain kind of game master. In other words, think of your self-promotion as a sales pitch. Fortunately, it's not even a pitch you need to come up with from scratch. You already have it in whatever thesis statement underlines your scenario, or even in the description you included on Drive-Thru RPG. You just need to make it a bit more concise, tailor it to the kind of game master or player you want picking up your scenario, and off you go. You might think that with a discount just being a price reduction, how much more do you need to do? But again, why this discount? Why this amount? And why now? Your decision to offer a discount should do at least 2 things. It should make your product cheaper. Sure, it is a discount, but it also needs to teach the customer something about your scenario. Is it some kind of holiday that aligns with your scenario? That's a discount. And it tells the community about the theme or time period of your scenario. Is there an important date in your scenario that is happening in the real world? That's a discount. And it tells the community again about your scenario. Did you hit a new sales goal? That's a discount. And it tells the community that your product is already successful, so they know they are purchasing quality on the cheap. Let me give you a couple of examples. There's a scenario by Miskatonic Playhouse legend T.A. Newman called Be My Valentine. The scenario takes place on, you guessed it, Valentine's Day. And you can be sure there was a discount waiting for you if you purchased it around Valentine's Day. Another scenario, The Dragon of Wantley by S.R. Sellens. It has the word dragon right there in the title. And wouldn't you know it, St. George's Day comes around and there's a sale. Moving on to bundles, we want the same, but on an even greater scale. We want a bundle that provides a discount, yes, but it also has to tell us something about all the scenarios in the bundle. The Bayou bundle is a great example. All the scenarios included are set in New Orleans or the surrounding swamplands. You know what you're getting, and if your investigators are in Louisiana, you know you're going to get great value. Incidentally, it's also a bundle that includes my scenario unremembered. I'm very proud of it and you should pick it up. Or maybe you've heard of the Miskatonic Repository bundle. This is a bundle that includes all the scenarios that got played at MRCon in a given year. Are you a player and want to thank all the authors whose scenarios were featured at the convention? Pick up the bundle. Or maybe you've heard of the Storytelling Collective, an organization that helps new authors write an entire Call of Cthulhu scenario in 30 days, and then bundles them together. Want to experience the freshest, most original ideas coming out of the Miskatonic Repository and support new writers? This is the bundle for you. Again, the bundle is telling us something about your scenario, even if it is just the context in which it was played or created. So yes, on the one hand, self-promotion, discounts, and bundles are all quick marketing techniques that can increase sales numbers. On the other hand, without using them as a vehicle to communicate information about your scenarios, they are unlikely to be very successful. Or maybe not. Tell me what you think in the comments, and share any tips you found to make your self-promotion, discounts, and bundles take your scenario that extra mile. In the meantime, we'll be back soon with part 3 of our marketing series. Until then, stay tuned for more.